Vitamin B12 deficiency, causes, signs and symptoms. Vitamin B12, commonly known as cobalamin, is a water-soluble vitamin that is essential for good health. It is required for the formation of red blood cells and DNA, as well as the efficient operation of your neurological system. B12 insufficiency is unfortunately frequent, especially among the elderly. If you don't receive enough from your diet or aren't able to absorb enough from the food you consume, you're at danger of deficiency. Here are 9 indicators of true vitamin B12 insufficiency. 1. Pale or jaundiced skin. People who are deficient in B12 may seem pale or have a subtle yellow tinge to their skin and whites of their eyes, a condition known as jaundice. This occurs when a shortage of B12 interferes with the synthesis of red blood cells in your body. Vitamin B12 is required for the production of DNA, which is required for the formation of red blood cells. 2. Weakness and fatigue. Weakness and fatigue are 2 of the most typical signs of vitamin B12 insufficiency. They arise when your body lacks enough vitamin B12 to produce red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout your body. As a result, you are unable to carry oxygen to your body's cells adequately, leaving you exhausted and feeble. 3. Sensations of pins and needles. Nerve damage is one of the most significant adverse effects of a long-term B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is a significant contributor to the metabolic process that makes the fatty substance myelin, thus this can happen over time. Myelin is a protective and insulating substance that covers your nerves. Myelin is formed in a different way without B12, and your nervous system can't work correctly. 4. Changes to mobility. Damage to your neurological system caused by a B12 deficiency can cause changes in the way you walk and move if left untreated. It may even impair your balance and coordination, increasing your risk of falling. This symptom is common in older adults with untreated B12 insufficiency, as those over the age of 60 are more susceptible to B12 deficiency. 5. Glaucitis and mouth ulcers. Glaucitis is the medical word for an inflamed tongue. Glaucitis causes your tongue to change color and form, as well as become sore, red, and swollen. Because all of the little lumps on your tongue that hold your taste buds stretch out and vanish as a result of the inflammation, your tongue may appear smooth. A swollen and inflamed tongue with long straight lesions on it has been proven in studies to be an early indicator of vitamin B12 deficiency. Other oral symptoms that some persons with a B12 deficiency may have include mouth ulcers, pins and needles in the tongue, and a burning and itchy sensation in the mouth. 6. Breathlessness and dizziness. You may feel short of breath and dizzy if you develop anemia due to a B12 deficiency, especially when you exert yourself. This is due to a deficiency of red blood cells in your body, which prevents your body's cells from receiving adequate oxygen. 7. Disturbed vision. Blurred or distorted vision is one indication of vitamin B12 insufficiency. When a B12 shortage goes untreated, it can cause nerve damage to the optic nerve, which leads to your eyes. Damage to the neurological system can cause a disruption in the neural signal that flows from your eye to your brain, causing vision loss. 8. Mood changes. People with B12 deficiency frequently experience mood swings. B12 deficiency has been related to mood and cognitive problems such as depression and dementia. This relationship has been linked to the homocysteine theory of depression, which has been proposed as a possible explanation. According to this notion, excessive amounts of homocysteine induced by low B12 levels can damage brain tissue and interfere with messages to and from the brain, resulting in mood swings. 9. High temperature. A high fever is a relatively unusual yet common indication of B12 insufficiency. It's unclear why this happens, but some doctors have documented cases of fevers that have resolved after being treated with low vitamin B12 levels. Vitamin B12 insufficiency is prevalent and can manifest in a variety of ways, making diagnosis challenging. A B12 deficiency should be straightforward to avoid for most people simply by ensuring that they get adequate B12 in their diet. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get more videos like this one.